kneading while I'm talking because I haven't finished kneading the bread yet. I'm using this gold medal flour, which is a bread flour. So you want to use a bread flour rather than all-purpose flour because the bread flour helps form gluten, and that's what's going to absorb a lot of water, make your dough elastic, and produce better volume and structure. I don't have a fancy machine to knead my dough, so I'm simply using my hand, and I actually prefer it this way because it really gives me a workout, and also it also just helps me appreciate the bread more. And it's also a really good stress reliever, like if you're at work and I'm out of breath because this is actually serious work, but end of the day you come home from work, you're stressed, and you just want to, I don't know, squeeze or punch something. You can certainly do that. So there's a method to kneading the bread actually. So what you want to do, and I'm doing it with one hand, so it's a little bit hard to to demonstrate, but you want to take a corner of the dough and you push like this, and then you turn it clockwise while you do this over and over again. So if you're using your hand, it's going to take about 20-25 minutes until the gluten forms. And how you tell that the gluten has formed is you take a little piece and you just stretch it. You do what's called the window panel test, and actually it's starting to form gluten, I think. But if it breaks apart like this, it means that it hasn't formed gluten, and you need to keep kneading. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, probably another 5 minutes. I'm going to keep doing this, and I'll come back and show you guys the next step. Alright, so the gluten has formed, and I put it in a bowl like this. I'm going to cover it up with plastic wrap and set it somewhere warm for about like an hour and a half until the dough doubles in size. Alright, so the dough has definitely doubled in size. I'm so excited to show you this step because this is like the product that everybody waits for. Hopefully you're able to see that it has definitely increased in size, but just to give you an idea, I'm just going to put like a little indent in the dough, and it should remain like that. That's when you know that you have a good piece of dough that you're working with. So alright, so I have greased the bottom of like a loaf pan. It's like I guess a 9-inch loaf pan here, and I shaped my dough into like a log, placed it on there. Next, I'm going to cover this back up. I'm going to let it rise again until it pretty much overflows the pan for about maybe like 30 minutes, and I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, the dough has risen. The dough has risen once again, but basically it's expanded to the full volume of the container. And now it's ready to bake at a 350 degree oven for about an hour. Alright, so I just removed the bread from the pan, and this is what it looks like. Nice and golden brown here, and I can't wait to cut it and show you guys. Alright guys, I'm in a bit of a rush because I have to go and watch our show. But I wanted to cut you a slice here so that you can look to see how it looks like. It hasn't completely cooled, so I'd recommend, you know, allowing it to cool a little bit before you cut. But this is what it looks like. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.